Is it Saturday night yet?
It is.
It is Saturday night. Hey guys, old guy is here and the return of Arthur.
No.
So unfortunately, unfortunately, Olivia is a little under the weather. Couldn't make it tonight, but next time. Next time. So, but yeah, Arthur coming up to join us for some teriyaki chicken. Teriyaki chicken. So, is there anybody in the room yet, Mrs. Olga?
Abe Simpson.
Abe Simpson.
The only one so far.
Yeah, I don't think Abe is actually here. He left that message before.
Okay. Well,
It's okay. People, and it may be a bit slow too, because it is a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So, but I'm reasonably sure my brother Doug and sister-in-law Shar watching tonight. It's the famous Arthur.
Janice is here.
Hi, Janice. Good evening.
Welcome, Janice.
Arthur is here tonight.
Hi,
as
Arthur, she says.
a surprise guest. I'm sorry, who else?
Janice, that's what she says. Hi, Arthur.
Ah, okay. So,
Jared.
Glad to be back
Jared.
again.
Jared. Hi, Jared. How's it going, man? Geez, I'm all stymied here. Stymied. Is that a real word? I
Sounds
guess it
good.
is.
Sounds good enough.
Teriyaki chicken on the menu tonight, and I suppose this is going to take a little while, so I'm not going to talk too much here. I'm going to get going here pretty quick.
Jeff Clemens is here.
Jeff,
Welcome.
good evening, Jeff, which is Mr. Bear. Bear, hope you're doing good. I hope you are feeling well. I really do, man. And the next time Mrs. Old Guy and I go to Junction, we'll drop by and say, hey. So glad you're here. Teriyaki chicken, fried rice, and I'm gonna make yummy, delicious peach tacos for dessert. In fact, let me turn the oven on because I gotta bake the shells to make them crispy and crunchy.
This will be my first time trying peach tacos. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
they're-
excited.
Yeah, it's good. You're gonna love it. It's a little different than you might think. I don't know. Let me see here. I guess I'm just gonna get rolling on the chicken because I want to have a chance to marinate. Actually, no, sauce first. I'm gonna get it together yet. I'm gonna make quick teriyaki. I don't know exactly how authentic it is, but you know, it's what it is. Just gonna start with some soy here.
So Jeff says he's doing good, 60 next month, and he's got to go, bro. Always good to see you.
Okay, well, thanks for dropping in real quick. Appreciate it. So that wasn't quite half a cup of soy. I'm going to put in a little bit of water. Not much. A few tablespoons.
Joshua's here.
Joshua! Hey, man. Just getting started on making teriyaki sauce for the teriyaki chicken. I don't want to get that hot. I don't know what I was thinking. Grate up a little bit of fresh ginger. Yummy. Anybody like fresh ginger? Do you like
just
fresh
the
ginger?
smell of that is great.
Oh, no kidding.
Love it.
Aromatherapy, big time. Let's see, is that what I want?
Ralph's here.
Do a little bit more. Hey, Ralph! Arthur, Ralph is a buddy of mine from New Zealand.
Oh, awesome. Welcome, Ralph.
So,
He says he's here physically, but not mentally.
well, at least you're here. That counts for something. All right, that's a tablespoon. Not quite. I'm going to give it a little more. Why not?
Is that cake? Happy Saturday.
Jared! I hope you are well. And by the way, I've finally, after a busy summer, I'm finally able to get started on that bottle opener I promised you. So you could be looking forward to that here in the next, weeks or so.
Joshua says, what is the special guest name? I missed the end.
Oh, this is Arthur. Arthur and his lady Olivia have been on Old Guy's live stream a few times. And in fact, we kind of were calling ourselves the OGIC 3 for a while there. But hey, they're young and have their lives, so Old Guy can just do this whenever. So, it's been a while since Arthur or Olivia have had a chance to come on. So here he is.
And Olivia wishes she could be here, but she's feeling a little under the weather, so you guys are stuck with me.
Yeah, sorry guys. We're gonna add a little brown sugar to this. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. Just kind of eyeball it. Somewhere around a third or so, maybe half a cup. That's probably about a third cup. Some brown sugar in there.
Miguel's here.
Miguel, good evening, man. Welcome. This is Arthur.
How you doing?
Arthur was on the show with his lady friend months back, but and he's made a return. We're going to share some teriyaki chicken, a little bit of soy sauce. Sesame seed oil. And just a pinch of vinegar. Can you add a pinch of vinegar, Mrs. Old Guy?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Joshua says he's fine with that old guy, and Mr. and Mrs. Old Guy are slow.
Well, thank you. All right, just a teaspoon of vinegar. Add a little bit of garlic. I'm not going to add a ton, but a little bit of garlic.
So Ralph says, sorry for not checking in lately. Have been in the hospital for about 3 weeks without my phone.
You have to be louder at the end.
Without his phone.
Ralph
Ralph has been in the hospital without his phone.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that you were having to spend that much time in the hospital. It sucks. Welcome back. Hope it was nothing serious, but I guess if you were in the hospital for that long, it was. So glad you're on the mend. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let's see what am I doing here. I gotta check I got my little cheat sheet here. Okay. That looks alright. Alright.
So you're just keeping it on real low, or just not at all?
Not at all right now. I don't want to get it hot, just because I'm going to put it on that chicken. I want it to marinate a little bit. Let me add. I want to add a little bit of pineapple juice to that. Right. Grab a spoon out of the drawer. It's okay. Needs a little more sugar. You want to try it? I think it needs more sugar.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Beep. start cutting some chicken. Woohoo! Got some big plump chicken thighs here. I'm going to debone real quick. Shouldn't take but a minute or two. Lacking some chicken. These bags out of the way. All right. How? This should only take a couple of minutes. Dice up some chicken. All right. As always, you see what we're having. What are you guys having? What's your dinner plans? It is a holiday weekend. You guys imagine some of you firing up the barbecue grill, maybe? As always, the old guy wants to know.
Ooh.
Joshua says, old guy
Gotcha,
cooking is
right.
a treat. I know your cooking is good, old guy.
What did he say again? I'm sorry.
He knows your cooking is a treat, and he knows your cooking is good,
Okay.
Joshua.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Trim some of that extra fat. Get rid of a bone. Get rid of the bone. Only takes a second here. Woo. Nope.
Natalie's here saying hello on her last break at work.
Hello, Natalie. Thanks for dropping in. Getting started on marinating the chicken for the teriyaki. And then I'm going to get started on making dessert peach tacos. Oop. I'm salivating.
And you also
Peach tacos.
having some Jim Beam and crackers, LOL.
Jim Beam and crackers. That's a heck of a dinner. Jim Beam and a crack. It's some crack. What kind of crackers? Huh?
Joshua says he went with hot dogs baked, or they went with hot dogs and baked beans. We do fries or chips, not sure. And he thinks there's a can of chili in the cabinet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a good Labor Day weekend meal.
Yeah. You know, didn't even think about that.
Scott and Jennifer are here. Hi, Uncle Tom.
Hey, hey, hey. How are you folks? It's been a long time.
Jenny and Scott watching from our back.
It's been quite a while. Making chicken teriyaki tonight. Got the sauce that I just made in the pan there. And I'm going to get this chicken marinating. Just pulling the bones out of this chicken thigh. Woohoo! All right.
Got them all done.
Got them all done. Let's get rid of the undesirable hard parts right there. I'm just going to give this, normally, see, if you want to do teriyaki chicken, you're going to leave it in a big piece. But let it soak overnight, at least 4 or 5 hours. I don't have that time. So if I cut it thin, it should marinate through quicker. Alright.
He goes having clam crackers.
Clam crackers.
Oh, okay. Oyster crackers.
Oyster crackers, yeah.
Steve Russell's here.
Steve, good evening. Welcome back. We are slicing up the bird for the teriyaki chicken. I want to keep my eyes on what I'm doing here, guys. I
Yeah.
don't want to lift my head, look at the camera, and find my finger missing. So,
Reminds me, what is it that happened to your hand there?
oh, yes. Well, yeah, I damaged my hand last night. We were putting the final touches on our bathroom remodel, which, by the way, is now finally done. Hooray!
Congratulations. That's impressive.
Just one of the last things I was doing. Caught the wrong end of just a regular little flat scraper as it, kind of ricocheted from what I was doing. Cut my hand, so it's all good. It was just a little, I got all the way through it without hurting myself, and this was just, its last little reminder.
Your congratulatory
You're right. Yeah.
injury. There you go.
You've won.
Joshua says it's raining there. How's the weather here?
It's hot.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it's been in the 90s, but it's just kind of usual for here anyway. I hope everything is going well with you, Jenny, and hope everything is well with the family.
Steve says
Scott,
with you.
everything good with you? I'm sorry, what?
Steve says with you. Legumes. Legumes.
Legumes? What about them? I don't understand.
Peanuts or cashews? I think those are both
Peanuts or
legumes, right?
peanuts, cashews, walnuts.
Walnuts.
No, I don't know.
No, walnuts aren't. That's a tree.
I don't know. All right.
Ralph says, shame you're not a hospital chef.
Yeah, I use this. Last thing they're gonna want is me cooking in a hospital. I mean, I'm using saucepans when I don't need to. How about that, huh? There's that bird, and I'm just gonna pour that right in there.
Jeff says, congratulations on the remodel.
Thank you, Janice.
Eli's here. Arthur, what a nice surprise.
Hey.
I see his shirt game is still on point. What?
There we go.
Yes.
Godzilla with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. All right, let me just get rid of some bones and stuff here. Yikes.
Steve says the planter's peanut joke. He is wearing legumes, not stockings.
Oh. All right. Okay.
All right, what's the next step?
Next, I want to get some peaches going for dessert, for peach tacos, but not just that. We got to make the shells first, I think. I just got a little bit of sugar and butter, a couple tablespoons of each. Just gonna melt it real quick. All right, to make, I don't know how many of you saw the collaboration video I did with Val, but we made strawberry tacos. They were really good. And this is a slightly different version of that. All right. Just use this one. And it starts by using these 6-inch, I think, round flour tortillas. I've got Mission, but whatever. I tried these low carb ones that were really good. So he's gonna make taco shells. So I tried. What you got to do is brush these with this melted butter and the sugar, You put them in the oven. They bake for 10-15 minutes. And I tried it just leaving this taco shell like it is. And it turned out really, really tough. And when you tried to bite it, the whole thing just kind of exploded. Yeah, so really tough and chewy. So if you roll them out to where they're pretty much paper thin, paper thin. After they come out, they're very crispy, and you can bite through one without it just falling apart in a million pieces. So that's what I got to start with. Let's just roll a few of these out. I usually do two of these tacos for a serving. But you know, you would make however many, for however many people you got. Use bigger bigger tortillas if you want.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
it says the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that use a stream bit rate of 25,000 kbps.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you need to do something.
No, if I do something, I'm just gonna mess it up. So as long as we're still streaming, I'm gonna ask everybody, is everything going okay? Am I buffering or hear me okay, see me okay?
It says the stream health is good. So.
Okay, I think we'll probably be all right.
Shannon said that she saw the strawberry tacos. They look delicious.
Thank you. They were. And there, like I said, there's just the slightest variation on this. And I will get to that here directly.
Joshua said that he was cleaning his chef's knife and wasn't paying attention to his thumb placement, and he cut his thumb, small cut, but didn't need stitches, but gotta be careful.
Oh yeah. I've got a kitchen knife story for you. One of the places I managed, I was carrying a sheet tray full of chicken out of the walk-in, and was just kind of coming around the corner, and this moron with a chef's knife, a 14-incher, turned around like this, cut my wrist as I was coming out of the cooler. It cut me deep enough to cut the tendon, and had to go have surgery and all that.
Oh, jeez.
What a moron. Okay. So, like on the video, I don't have a taco shell like form or whatever that is, so I just use some aluminum foil and put them in between the cups here for the muffins. The only thing is, if you don't do this, these little shells, since they have that opening in between the muffins, the tortillas just kind of fold open, and it makes more like almost a bowl than anything. So if you're doing it this way, you want that taco shape. This is the way to do it. With these, I goofed up and didn't make them big enough.
Ralph said the food in the hospital was rather awful. Things like tomato soup, creamed corn, and even an off omelet, which smelled so bad that he had to push the tray away.
Yeah. The last time I had to eat hospital food, it actually tasted good to me, even though it was terrible. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it says
Well, it had been 2 weeks since I had any food at all, so
John's here.
eating a burger. John? John is here? Okay, guys. So I just made like these little pouches to help hold these tortillas. Okay?
Janice says it's over. The stream occasionally jerks, but it's overall okay.
Okay.
All good.
Thank
there.
you, Janice. Alright. Oops. No, it's not the first time that would happen. Just stirring up the butter and sugar here a little bit. And we're going to give it a brush on both sides.
Scott's here.
Hey, Scott. Good evening. Good evening. Right at the start of making some peach tacos. Starting with that flour tortilla. Alright, there's one. I'll have to do these couple of bakes, I guess. I don't have a lot of muffin pans.
Steve Russell's driving to his butts for a few brews.
No, be safe. Definitely be safe out there.
John's making carne asada,
Ooh,
Carne
that sounds
asada,
good.
yummy.
Spanish rice, and pinto beans.
Well, that sounds really good.
Yeah, I want some.
Yeah. By the way, the Arthur also and Olivia also are featured characters in the upcoming radio theater that's going to be released later this month. So, and it was fun to have them on the project. Thank you very much.
That was really fun. The George and Pudgy show.
The George and Pudgy show. So that's coming up. That is coming up. I do have a trailer for the George and Pudgy show. If you haven't seen it yet, just check my channel and you can see it there. And I got another trailer. I think it's coming out. I think either tomorrow or Monday. I'm not sure. Or tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow or Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Is tomorrow Sunday? Well, then I do have it right. One of those nights, I start thinking about stuff and I get myself, old man, confused.
Jenna says, today you made a form for the tacos. I kind of liked the taco shell bowls you had last time.
Yeah.
Scott says, who's the new guy?
Who's the new guy? He's actually been here before, Scott. Arthur. Him and Olivia have joined me on several live streams. It's just been a while.
We did a chicken eating competition, chicken wing eating.
Oh, yeah.
That was our first
was
video.
that was it. No, wait. Yes, it was.
It
Was
was.
that one, or was it the Snickles?
I think we kicked things off with the chicken wing competition.
Okay,
Then
yeah,
we did
okay. And
bacon
Olivia
wrapped
won.
Snickles. Yeah.
Olivia
won. She was way too good for that.
Yeah, she could eat way more chicken way quicker than I could. All right. Let's stick the chicken in the fridge. Since we got a while, I'm going to give those first batch about 13 minutes. Then I'll have room to do these last two.
Okay.
Scott says, Arthur, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And
All
he
right,
said
watch
that hospital food is the worst. When his dad was in there, he would bring him food every day.
Well, that was nice. All right, I'm looking for my magic pen.
John says, hey Arthur, how are you doing? Where is Olivia?
Yeah, sorry Olivia can't make it. She's feeling a little under the weather today. She was supposed to join us, but maybe next time. It's been a busy summer this year.
It has been for all of us. In fact, we've been involved in a couple of projects.
Yeah.
So. All right, time to do the spin for week after. What is coming up next week, Mrs. Olga? I was trying to remember earlier, and it didn't come
Miso
up.
chicken.
The miso chicken. So next week, miso chicken, and that was from Brandy.
Yep.
Ah, good. All right, so well, here we go. I'm going to spin for the week after next.
Janice says she can't wait to hear the radio show.
Thank you, Janice. It was a lot of fun. All right, where did we start?
Pork chop.
Pork chops. I think is that what it says.
That's what it says.
All right, pork chops. Natalie requested that. So, pork chops week after next, and I like that. Just pork chops, because that lets me
Got some
do
creativity
what I
right
want with them.
through.
Yeah. So awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna have to take that up.
Eli
Ooh.
says I'm late to the stream because I had to go get some teriyaki chicken bowl from my favorite spot.
You can eat with us. It's perfect.
Nice. Well, that is a good thing. Okay. Let's get on. with it here.
Peaches.
Gonna
John
peel
said
these
prayers to
peaches.
Olivia.
What's that?
John said prayers to Olivia.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Working too hard. Shit.
Yeah,
Bound to catch up with her eventually.
it was. Let me get something.
Ralph said just to confuse you more, today is Sunday, LOL.
Yeah. Don't confuse me. I'm an old man. I confuse very easily.
It's 11:30 in the morning there, he said.
Ooh.
It is. You know, it's a world away, man. Or half a world away.
John says that he will be traveling to Germany next month for a family reunion.
Nice.
Wow.
What like major city area are you going to in Germany?
Jan's just asking the same thing, and he said Frankfurt.
Nice. Okay. I only went to Frankfurt once. No. Well, yeah, once just to go check it out. I was there a few times, but it was military duty bringing guys to and from the airport, either coming to Germany or going home. So, went there a few times, but only once for fun. Let's get these cut up real quick. I didn't feel like blanching these. I don't want that. I don't want the peaches like cooked like that. Just want some nice fresh sliced peaches. Yeah. From down the road. All right. I'll get this sliced up, and then the jalapenos and bacon, because that goes on them too.
And the beach tacos?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, alright, now I'm interested.
These are just delicious. All right.
John says they'll be participating in Oktoberfest.
Ooh.
I had a lot of fun at Oktoberfest, and also Flushing. That was a lot of fun too. If you don't know, that's when they celebrate the grape harvest, and that's a lot of fun too. It's traditional to wear crazy hats.
Ralph asked John where did Frankfurters come from.
Frankfurters. They come from Frankenstein.
Crazy Dad's here.
Hey
Too
Tim.
bad.
Hey Arthur, good to see you back.
Happy to be here.
It is, yeah, one of these rare occasions where he doesn't, it's a busy guy. So summers are like that here.
Everything dies off in the winter.
Yep, because it gets cold and sometimes it can get pretty darn deep with the snow. So you huddle at home more. All right. Get these sliced. These are perfect.
They look nice and juicy.
Juicy. They are very juicy.
Yeah, we've got a couple boxes of peaches at our house. Olivia's supposed to be making pies this week.
Yummy. Yeah. That's Mrs. Old Guy's favorite is peach pie.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, pull this front view.
It's hard to say if I have a favorite pie. I just love pie a lot.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. They like, what's your favorite kind of pie? I'm like, I don't
It's
know.
my favorite fruit pie.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's different types of pies: fruit pies,
Cream pie.
cream pies, meat pies.
Right. Meat pies are always good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love a meat pie.
Kind of uncommon fruit pie that I really like is pear pie.
Pear pie.
Pear pie.
You know, I don't think I've ever had pear pie.
Yeah. For some reason, it's not popular like peach and apple, but pear pie. I love it.
Yeah, well, I never have been that big of a fan of pears. So. Okay, got those sliced up. Now let's get some pits off.
Levi says a skeleton walks into a bar and tells the bartender, "Let me get a beer and a mop."
Let me get a beer and what?
And a mop.
And a mop.
John says that he will be dancing and doing the challenge with the Doc boot
It's the what?
that is filled with beer.
Das Boot.
Oh, the boot, yes. Just, if you've never drank out of the boot before, John, I'm going to give you a tip right now. Do not drink a full boot of beer with the toe up. Bad idea. All the weight from the toe is just going to shove that beer right down your throat. Now, if you want to do it, you think you can handle it, go ahead. Otherwise, it's going to back up through your nose and you get foam. It's toe down. Toe down. Until you get about half gone, then it's not so bad. Just from experience.
I remember seeing that in what was that movie? Beer Fest, I think it was. Where they made a beer drinking competition and it ended up in Germany, and they had to turn the boot at a certain time so that the bubble wouldn't hit either, and they would like force the beer down correctly.
Yeah, I didn't know they had that movie. Yeah, I found out the hard way.
Crazy Dad says he loves peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah, love it.
It's always good.
To Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Spring today. Glad I could catch a few minutes of yours, Tom.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks for coming in and saying hi to old guy in his kitchen. This is a buddy of mine, Arthur.
Hey.
Arthur and his girl Olivia have been up here several times, but it's been a while. So he's just kind of making a return, and hopefully next time Olivia can come too.
Yeah.
All right.
John says, "Thank you, Tom, for the information. I will do that just for you, brother."
Okay. All right, I'm going to a little bit of sugar to these, and just a pinch of cinnamon, if I can get just a little pinch to drop out. Sugar, get that put away. Woo!
Eli says he has a boot and a Viking horn cuff that he can wear around his neck.
Yeah, say that again, please.
He has a boot and a Viking horn cuff
Oh, nice.
that he can wear around his neck.
Sounds like fun. I had a Boda bag that I used to, we'd fill it with wine.
Cassandra says, "I remember Arthur and Olivia. They
Oh.
did the spicy wing challenge a
Yeah.
while back, if memory serves me correct." Yes.
Yep. You are
Oh,
100%.
Arthur.
We were just talking about that.
That is us.
We were just talking about that.
And back after a long hiatus, and then Olivia couldn't make it today. She's feeling a little sick, but hopefully we get to join Tom again more often. And we've been doing so many projects this summer. Tom and I took part together acting in a film that's hopefully going to come onto YouTube in the spring. We don't really know
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot in post-production, and I think
Yeah.
we still have some scenes to go back and finish filming as well. But we got probably 90% of it finished, I'd say.
Yeah, and we have also been working together on
On the Georgia
my
Budgie.
project, and they have foolishly committed themselves for the next one too. So yeah, it's we've all been kind of busy doing our stuff.
Entering the world of voice acting now.
Yes. Why not? Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. All right. So I'm just gonna. All I want to do is knock the seeds out if I can. I want these to be hot.
Eli says we need Chuckles the Clown in a full feature film.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh boy.
And Ralph says, how and when did you meet Arthur?
Down at a local farm to restaurant place. We were both employed there for a short time at the same time, and that's where we ran. That's where we met. Yeah. So yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, gee, that's been like 4 years.
Oh, it's longer than that.
4 or 5 years.
I started working there when I came back from college, so it's been probably about close to 8. Because you were there the first year I started working there when I came back, and I graduated in 2016.
Could have been 8, because we moved up here in 13.
So 2016 or
16,
2017?
yeah, so about 2016 sounds about right. So, all right, there's those tacos.
So I guess that's 6 years. Yeah. All right, not as long as I thought. 6 years.
Well, but still, 6 years. All right, just a second here, guys.
Ralph says, I'm guessing the pups don't try to eat them.
No.
They've calmed down finally. And I remember, working there at the restaurant. I was working in front of the house, and Tom, you were doing kitchen prep, and I'd only ever see you every now and then, and it would always be these really quick joke interactions that I'd never see coming. And I'll censor it a little bit, but there's one that just comes right to the top of my head that just feels like one of the first jokes you ever told me is I was cleaning a table or something, and you walked by and said, you ever wonder what a chair thinks about? And it's like, chair? No, I've never wondered what a chair thinks about. And you said, oh look, here comes another a-hole. All right.
Look at that. All right.
Eli says, every time I see a candy corn, I remember the clown laugh.
Oh, no.
Like I said, you be careful what you wish for. So I'm going to let these cool just for a minute. They like to close up some. Polly, really, come on, get up.
Just in the middle of everything.
She's helping.
She's helping.
I'm laying right at my feet. It's like, yeah.
Oh, this side of your
She
feet
got
is
up and
better.
moved over to the other side. Yeah.
A move.
Let those sit up. Give these just a second to cool. And I can get the last
Josh,
two.
that's a good joke. The one that you told Arthur.
It is. It's a great one.
John says, Tom, is water wet or dry?
Is water wet or dry?
Yeah.
Water comes up in the form of moisture. So I think that answers the question.
Eli says, I'm stealing that chair joke. And
Sorry, I blew it for everyone. It's out there now.
It's out there now.
Scott says, how are the dogs doing?
They're doing good. Pregnant Polly.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
okay.
For the last time, though, she's getting fixed right afterwards.
Yeah. No more puppies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got, that's kind of cooled enough. Get these last two brushed and in the oven. Don't need the frying pan. Gotta make sure I got two for everybody here. Uh-oh.
Might not eat two.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
You will.
You lagging enough.
You got a purty mouth.
What?
Okay. Well, I just barely called it enough to do these 6 tacos. Almost not
exactly.
quite. Yeah, almost not quite.
Ralph says, I know it's better to fart on a cushion than a hard chair, more so if you're at a cafe. John's going ghost hunting tonight.
Nice.
That sounds fun.
It does. What kind of environment are you going to tonight, John? Is it like a house or some other kind of location? Or?
Scott said that he had the strangest combination for lunch today. He had sushi and a corn dog.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I guess that is kind of an odd combination. All right. Last two brushed.
Ready? Scott said Deliverance was a good movie, OG.
I got a question though. And I think this is a legitimate question. Why do they call dueling banjos when it ain't got but one banjo and a guitar? Answer me that. It ain't two banjos. Just saying.
This is true.
I'm just saying.
John's going ghost hunting at an abandoned cave.
Oh.
An abandoned cave. And is there some significance to that cave? I mean, was there like a mine disaster or, some reason that there would be ghosts in that cave? Gonna slice up the jalapeno. I'm going to saute it a little while with just a little bit of oil. I just want to take some of the rawness out of it. What I don't use for tacos, I can put in my eggs.
Oh yes. Jalapeno eggs are almost as good as garlic eggs.
Almost. All right. So those doing. These are only going to bake if I actually put them back into the oven.
Ralph told John that he's got a thermal imaging camera.
Ooh, oh, cool.
Yeah.
That is way cool.
Yeah.
All right. What am I doing here now? To cut. So we got some asparagus going in, having as a veg. And at some point, I'm going to make a sweet soy reduction to drizzle on the top.
John says apparently demonic activities and ghosts have been there for decades.
Oh wow.
Crazy Dad told him, don't wake up any bears in that cave. They're drunk.
Yeah. You're going to think, demon, that there's... Yeah, if you find you a bear. Good point. That's pretty funny. All right. Get that going. Boy, oh boy.
I guess.
sauteing peppers and get that close to it.
Yeah, breathing in the pepper air.
Yeah.
Janice said, old guy, it was written as a banjo instrumental called fusion banjos, and they changed it to a guitar for the movie.
Oh, I changed it to a guitar.
I still have another. Okay. That is a reasonable explanation. But I still haven't heard a version that was played otherwise. So it's okay. I'm sure that exists. Well, thank you, Janice. That does answer the question.
Scott says, I don't know if it was a ghost, but I was on a walk and there was a pillar of hot air, no source for the heat. Stood there for a few minutes putting my arm through it, and it was a cold and windy night.
Wow. So
And you
Yep.
still don't know what that was.
that was John
Scott.
Scott.
Ooh, this pepper is strong.
Last Christmas Eve, it was snowing here pretty good. We had about 2 to 3 feet of snow.
Yep.
And in the back of our house, there's just a very narrow piece of land before it's a really steep hill, and down to railroad tracks. And you get to our garage, and there's maybe 5 feet between the two. And there is a doorway into the garage from there that has a light that has the pull string on it. And those you got, pull string light, you got to give it a pretty good little jerk for it to come on. Christmas Eve, we were getting ready to go to bed, and Mrs. Old Guy noticed that light was on. Now, nobody could get into the garage to go open the door from the inside and turn it on. I had my car parked that far from the big garage door, so there was no way anybody could get into the garage or even in the back to do it. And that kind of freaked both of us out, because that light shouldn't have been on. It was on. Neither one of us turned it on. I went out there. There was no footprints in the snow, except for the ones that I was making. That was pretty creepy. But this has been a house since 1907, so.
Eli says you're gonna find chuckles in that line.
All right, you get a small dish to put these in.
John says sometimes he wonders if he's alive or if he's a ghost.
Who?
John.
John?
Sometimes I wonder if I'm alive or if I'm a ghost.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're a ghost.
And Janice told Eli, I hope he doesn't find chuckles in that line. I like John.
Right.
Scott
There.
says that's creepy
Right
about
from-
what happened here. It was creepy.
It was. There's no way that light could have came. They just don't pull themselves. That didn't sound right. Sorry. Everything's better with
okay?
bacon on it. We'll cook up some bacon. Now you kind of average. If you're using a whole strip of bacon, I mean, use the whole thing. But no, I use about a half a strip of bacon per taco. Gonna get these cooked up. Get this dessert kind of finished up, and then I'll start, getting dinner going. Got plenty of time. Got plenty of time.
They're still in the air, yeah.
It is.
That is one. Those are going to be some hot peppers.
Yeah, you picked a good one.
Ralph says he's heard of Chucky, but not Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Scott said, unhealthy people, I was driving and a guy was chasing a loose dog. I pulled over and helped. It took us an hour to catch the dog. We called the owner and they were really thankful that we caught him.
Oh, yeah. One of my biggest fears is one of my dogs getting out. I mean, we live right on a highway, and people don't go 25 like they're supposed to. You know, I've seen people go through here 100 miles an hour. These little sports car groups that come through. They like the highway because it whines a lot.
Eli said he once thought that he saw a Sasquatch, but it was just his drunk buddy who got lost in the woods.
Yep.
Hope he wasn't streaking.
Well, he's so hairy you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right.
Scott and Jennifer asked, do you ever cook with fire roasted green chili?
Oh yeah.
Yum.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In fact, that's what I start my green chili with. Fire roasted Anaheims. I use the Anaheims mostly because they're consistently mild as opposed to Hatch. Sometimes Hatch chilies can get, you know, kind of pretty spicy even if they say they're mild. So. But that said, yes. Roasted chilies. I'll just do it in the oven if I have to.
Janice told him that search your channel for candy corn episodes,
Yeah.
and he'll see Chuckle.
Oh yeah, my candy corn episodes.
John says that he's been doing paranormal stuff for 15 years plus.
Wow.
And he welcomes anybody that would like to go with him to excursions.
Well, you know, I'd like to do that, John. I really would. But unfortunately, yeah, that's, you know, we don't live close enough for that to happen. It would be nice though.
Scott said his golden retriever would escape all the time and go to the field. He would be out there for hours and always come home. I wish I could have put a GoPro on him to see what he was doing.
Yeah. I guess it would be interesting to, you know, see what a house dog would be up to. You know, traipsing around, even town. Of course, town is not a safe place for dogs to be roaming. Woo! Mine was starting to chill out a little bit. Man, that was some fucking stuff.
I know Colorado's actually pretty high on the list for having places that are haunted too, because we have a lot of ghost towns that have been totally abandoned up in the mountains, as well as the more famous places like the Stanley
Hotel.
yeah, things like that.
There's a hotel in Denver too. I don't remember the name. It's not going to come to me right now. But one of the old Victorian hotels.
Scott said last Christmas he bought an Apple AirTag for his friends' dogs, and if they got loose, they could find them easy.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yep. Crazy Dad said, hey Tom, Wildman wants to know if you're still doing your barbecue sauces.
Well, I still make them, yes, but I'm not I thought about starting, trying to start up that barbecue sauce company, but, I just sat down and kind of gave myself a once-over good thought about it, and after coming close to dying a couple of years ago, really the last thing I want to do is spend my time working at a company. I'd much rather just spend it with my wife and share some of that with you guys. So that's, yeah. I'd be happy to make you some if you want. Absolutely. All right, let's cool this thing down. Woo!
Eli says, do you have any tips on cooking a good white rice on the stove?
You're not, listen, beyond putting rice in some water, and boiling it that way, or I've done it in a sheet pan, dumped in with a bunch of chicken stock or coconut milk, covering it and baking it in the oven for a while. So yeah, I'm really not the guy to ask the real, proper way to do that. You don't want to know somebody that knows how to really cook rice the right way.
John told Janice, maybe I can get you and Val and Tom to come ghost hunting with us next week.
If you want to sponsor the flight, that'd be fun to do.
Scott said that if you were in Oregon, I would 100% take you up on that.
Yep. All right, let me get this soy reduction going real quick. It's not going to take a lot, but we do want to get it.
Janice told Eli, wow, cooking white rice on the stove, I've only seen that a couple of times. We're lazy and use a rice cooker. Eli said that he has a rice cooker too. He just prefers it on the stove.
Okay, same thing with these. Apply a little pressure. Let's open up some.
Scott says he's never owned a rice cooker. He's always cooked it on the stove. I don't think we've ever owned one either.
No, but my mom always did it on the stove. It's, have a little chicken and rice. Okay, let's throw some heat. I'm gonna get a bunch of sugar.
John lives in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, he says.
Canada. How far is that from, let's see, is it Toronto? Isn't that what it's up, the big city that's up there by the falls? We've got some friends that live in that vicinity. Never know, maybe next summer.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get up and see them.
Janice said that the new rice cookers are really nice, that you can customize the settings for all kinds of rice.
Oh, yeah, true that. They don't all cook the same, that's for sure. Like the first time I tried to cook brown rice, boy, was I disappointed when it wasn't ready when I thought it would be. You cook brown rice, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Takes longer for those of you that don't know. I gotta get a drink. This one's almost gone.
One of my favorite rices is it's called Forbidden Black Rice, and it's just got like a lot more nutrients and flavor to it than most rice. Don't encounter that too often.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever tried that kind of rice.
It's different than like the long grains and like wild rice, because there are some like black grains and wild rice, but it's like really short grain rice, and it's called Forbidden Black Rice.
We'll have to check it out.
Something that emperors had at one time and didn't let everyone else eat.
Taco shells to the rescue.
John said Toronto is not too far away from him, maybe 3 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well, John, if we make it up that way, we'll be sure to look you up.
Eli said he cooks brown rice. He does the boil and strain method.
Yep. All right.
Scott says, I thought there was only jasmine and brown rice.
No,
There's a lot of
no.
rices, yeah.
Basmati rice. There's arborio rice. Yeah, there's different types of brown rice. Jasmine rice, I think. Okay, taco
John's-
shells.
John says, Tom, will do have a sponsorship that will pay for your flight.
That'd be great. You know, flight for two. This old guy's got to go too. I ain't rolling there by myself. All right. Gotta put some of this stuff away. Some of it I'm gonna leave out. I just want to get it out of my way. Hope y'all don't mind. After last weekend of doing the cheese or the sauce and everything for that the veal parmesan, it was one of the best I've had, but I destroyed my kitchen. Oh, this is almost ready. Yes. Soy reduction. It's gonna be sweet and salty.
Scott says, what happened to your hand, Tom?
I jabbed my knuckle right here real good with a paint scraper. Slipped off of what I was scraping. I cussed a little bit. Then I put a bandage on it. Not much else you can do.
You're not supposed to pick fights with inanimate objects, you know?
I know. Stupid inanimate object. If you were alive, I'd kill you.
Eli says he tells himself that couscous is the rice to make him feel better.
Couscous is a rice.
Quinoa's getting closer, still not rice.
Oh,
John told Janice, let me know when you want to come over this direction, and Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, all of the flights are first class.
okay, well, we just gotta say the when and where.
Janice says, couscous works for rice in some dishes. I like it better than rice and chopped cauliflower.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I don't think I've had rice and cauliflower.
I like cauliflower pretty much just cooked as cauliflower. You know, I don't like cauliflower mashed potatoes.
That's not bad.
I don't like cauliflower pizza crusts. You know, I mean, I like the vegetables the way they are. You know, maybe cauliflower with a little cheese sauce on it. You know, I'm simple that way.
Crazy Dad said that they go to a local chicken restaurant that they serve a homemade hot rice that is amazing. Chef Michael Simon from Cleveland, Ohio, did a food show on those chicken house restaurants. Loved the hot rice.
That sounds really good.
Scott says, "Ouch, that sucks. Hope it's not too bad. He crashed his mountain bike a few months ago and got road rash down to the muscle. I was in so much pain I couldn't think."
Yeah.
It's no good.
Yeah.
Good rash.
I watched a guy crash one night. We were up on a mountain called Flagstaff Mountain. It overlooks Boulder, and there was an area right at a hairpin turn that had a small, area to park. So there was a few people parked there. It was at night, summertime. These people out hanging out, and a couple of dudes riding their bikes come flying down the hill, and this guy lost control and couldn't get around that corner. Ended up going across the area of this small, maybe 15-foot wide area for people to park, and then his front tire wedged in between a couple of rocks that were there and tossed him off into the darkness. Luckily, he wasn't too badly busted up, but you know, it's a good thing that the rocks stopped him where it was, because it was going to get a lot worse.
Olivia's here.
Hey, Olivia.
Great show, you guys. Excited to see the chicken. Sad to have missed it.
Well, that's okay. We hope you know, this old guy, and I hope you come up to the next one. You know, we'll just, carry on.
Scott wants to know what kind of sauce you're using for your teriyaki chicken.
Homemade teriyaki sauce.
It's smelling really good in here.
It is. I'm going to get a little onion sliced up for the fried rice.
Eli says he's only had one cauliflower pizza crust that he actually liked from a local Italian place.
Yeah, I haven't had one that I liked yet. So after a few, I just stopped trying. Stopped ordering stuff that I'm not going to like.
Ralph said they had a nice packaged salad which came with a bag of crunchy salted chickpeas. It tasted like it was a mix of roasted peanuts and potato chips.
Huh. Interesting.
Scott says motorcycles look like fun, but dang, they are dangerous.
Okay. So let me see here. Get some heat going. Get this pan warm, and we're coming into the home stretch, I think. About ready to start cooking up some meat and some rice. A little oil going there. Oh, getting a little oil going here. Okay. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Eli says he can't wait for the lake tomorrow.
Can't wait for the what tomorrow?
Lake?
Going to a lake.
He's going to the lake.
That sounds nice.
Are you gonna just hang out, or are you gonna go fishing, or
Water skiing.
water skiing? That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I've tried a couple times to do water skiing and wakeboarding, and just something about being drugged behind the boat and trying to stand up. I've never been successful at it. Falling into the water every single time. Not for me.
I tried it a couple times, the same thing.
Yeah, same here. I ended up on my face almost immediately.
Jumping in, swim, go back to the boat. That's fine. I don't need to be drugged behind it.
No.
Bounce off the water like a rock.
Scott says, are you going to have any more guests on the show?
Well, I'm sure hoping Olivia one of these days. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be other people as time goes by. Which pan do I want to use to fry this? I guess I want to use this pan. Okay. Bunch of rice. Let me throw some onion in there. Bam. I have no idea, how close to fried rice this actually is, but
I'm frying it. It's
I'm
close enough.
frying it. It's rice.
Careful not to cook it too long because then it's refried rice, right?
Refried rice. Yeah, will it turn all smooth and creamy?
Right.
Make burritos. Okay. Get these onions mixed in there.
Scott said, Arthur, the same thing happened to me. I just gave up and went tubing.
There you go. At least you can cling on for dear life with the tube.
Yeah. The only thing about that, man, you got to make sure that your butt stays up, catching a rock as you're going down.
Oh yeah.
That don't feel so good. That don't feel so good. I just got some regular mixed veggie I'm gonna toss in there.
John says, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, would you ever consider going storm chasing and seeing an F5 tornado up close?
Do you want to chase a tornado? That sounds interesting.
I'm not sure.
Well, I got an answer for that. You know, now if I live to be like 90, you know, and I'm on my way out, sure, why not? One last ride, you know? Otherwise, probably not. Now, you ask me if I want to go for a ride on a rocket. That's a different story. I would
Like
love to
out
go
into
for a
space?
ride.
Is that what you're talking about?
Huh?
Out into space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to go for that ride. Okay.
Crazy Dad said that the best was when John Candy water skied in the Great Outdoors movie.
You're right. Great Outdoors. That was a pretty funny movie. I haven't seen it for quite a while.
Ralph says, what aspects of the food will you be looking at before doing the scoring, Arthur?
Good question.
Scott says, have you ever gone skydiving?
No, if you're asking me. Not been skydiving.
Is that an interest of yours? Is that something you ever want to pursue, skydiving?
Yeah, I thought about, you know, like my 70th birthday, which isn't that far away. You know, I'm gonna maybe go for a tandem jump. But I'm thinking about doing it naked,
Okay.
just to make it interesting.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to get, any crap on yourself, so that way, it just flies somewhere else, right?
Yeah, just hope the guy I'm tandem to is,
Is that right with
has
that?
a good stomach.
Eli says, speaking of space, he just saw the new Beavis and Butthead movie.
Oh no. I didn't know they made a new movie.
Yeah, I
They
didn't
did. They got actually a new series too.
Oh boy. Bringing back everything. Whatever's old is new again.
Yep.
Okay. I know rice isn't exactly frying that heartily, but warm, rough rice is pretty much it.
John said, Jonathan, Tom, and Mrs. Old Guy, just let him know in the airline tickets will be ready for the ghost hunting experience of a lifetime.
Okay. Well, that would be splendid.
Cue the
That would
Ghostbusters
be
music.
good fun. Woo! Those are hot.
Everything coming together.
It's getting there. Shouldn't be too much longer. Yep. The only last step I'll have after we eat dinner is to make the whipped cream going on our tacos. Can't have tacos or peaches without cream, right? Peaches and cream. Okay, these are looking good. just about there. Coming up, guys. One more time. No oh no's tonight. Yay. Did you see my Christmas oh no?
Sure feels like we're cooking in here though. It got a lot warmer than when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. That's for sure. Okay.
Scott said Arthur is giving you a run for your money for best beer.
Needs to get a little bit longer first.
This is just for the winter. Come the first of spring, I'll pull out the weed whacker and mow it all down. Ooh. All right, you.
Hello, chum.
A little bit on the warm side. Oh, come on. Hey, Chumley.
Ralph says, now I can't get the vision of a naked skydiving old guy out of my head. Sometimes I wish I didn't visualize everything.
Sorry there, buddy. Yeah, I guess the last thing anybody would want to see is me naked. Chumley. I'm blind. Chumley,
Go on, bud.
come here and say hi. Come on.
Crazy
Turn
Dad,
this way.
Crazy Dad said, Wildman says that Wayne Newton has a famous brother. Do you know his name?
Wayne Newton's brother?
Yeah.
Big.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Big is known for his cookies.
Natalie, do you ever have a pizza and salad for dinner?
Natalie, she's had what?
Pizza and salad?
Pizza and
Nice.
salad. Nice.
Natalie, your name came up for week after next. What was it we're making again, Mrs. Old Guy, that Natalie requested? Oh, pork chops.
Pork
Yeah.
chops.
So pork chops. So that's it came up on the wheel. So you're up in week after next. Woohoo!
Scott says, do you like Big Newton? They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, I like Big Mittens. Mrs. Old Guy not so much, but
No?
I like them. One of these times I'm gonna have to actually try a fresh fig. I don't think I've ever had a fresh fig.
It's true.
The Romans were crazy about it. So.
You need to, I'll tell you. Come on. Go
I
this
guess
way.
I should try some.
Come on. Gotta go this way.
This asparagus is looking great. Nice. Doing good. Gotta get a couple of eggs for in here. Okay. Wink.
Telling those name jokes, it gets me just like stuck in other name jokes that I know. I'm lost in my head over here.
Like the two cannibals.
What about two cannibals?
They captured a circus. They were eating a clown.
Oh no.
Yeah. He says, does this taste funny to you? I know, that's really dumb. I know.
Scott says he's having salad with barbecue chicken on it.
Salad with barbecue chicken.
That
That
sounds
sounds good.
Ralph said fresh figs are really yum.
Yeah, I'd love to try some.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely. All right. Gonna add a couple of eggs here. Wow. Make a little room. Woohoo! That is hot. like I said, this ain't, this, you know, I don't know how even close to authentic this is, but it tastes alright.
Scott wants to know what Trumley and Polly's favorite treat is.
Oh boy. I think it's bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah. In the mornings, we'll cook one extra full slice of bacon, break it in half, and they each get a half a piece of bacon. And that's, I think that's their favorite treat.
No. Natalie's having three meat pizza.
Oh, yum. What three meats? Let me guess. Pepperoni, sausage, and ground beef.
John says, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, I can always come over to Colorado and visit you all in November if that's all right with y'all.
You're welcome, John. You're welcome. Just hit me up at email, and you know, we can make appropriate plans. You would be welcome. Absolutely. All right. Finish up these eggs, and then I'm gonna start some chicken.
Natalie said sausage, pepperoni, and bacon.
Ah, I was close. Bacon is great on pizza. Bacon's great on everything.
Yeah.
It's even good on dessert tacos. All right.
Ralph said Nana had a fig tree back in the day showing us kids all the things that you could eat from the garden along with plantains.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, gardens were pretty important back in the war.
Eli says, what is one discontinued item that you wish they would bring back?
That who would bring back?
Anything, any place.
Any place?
Yeah. He doesn't say a special.
Well, as far as fast food goes, I would like to see Taco Bell bring back the enchilada. I don't know. That's about it, really.
What about a burger?
What?
About him?
I don't think I eat enough fast food to like think about something like that. Man, I don't have a question.
Yeah, that's about all I can think of, really. Okay. Let's put this rice in here and keep it warm.
Scott said his golden retriever jumped on his dad's lap during breakfast and was licking his face to distract him, and then snatched his bacon off of his plate and ran outside.
Yep.
He knew what he was doing, LOL.
Yeah, they do. You might as well just face up to it. Cook them a little piece of bacon.
Eli says bacon is great on bacon.
Oh yeah, I've had bacon sandwiches that are just fantastic. It's bacon in between two pieces of bacon. Alright. Let's get that off.
Natalie said that she wishes McDonald's would bring back the smoke wraps or the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell.
Yeah, Mexican pizza actually is coming back September 15th.
Yep. For
Got
good.
your wish.
For good. And they also said, now I don't know if this is just rumor, but we've also heard that Taco Bell is going to be releasing another item that was previously discontinued. We don't know what it is
Or when.
or when, but that's supposed to be happening this month too. All right.
John says that he will try to bring a fully cooked brisket to us on the plane. They might let you take that on the plane, I don't know.
Fully cooked brisket?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Is it a carry-on?
Carry on? Yeah. People are going to be like, oh man, I can't take it. Somebody's got that great barbecue. Woo! There we go.
In the eyes.
In the eyes. Ah, that burns.
Eli says, I still want OG to recreate KFC's Double Down.
Which was, what is the double down? Because I did the KFC chicken burger, or chicken sandwich.
Scott says that you wish Jack in the Box would bring back their ciabatta bread bacon cheeseburger.
Ciabatta bread. I've never have been a big fan of ciabatta or focaccia.
I think they're both pretty good.
Yeah, I just,
Little different flavors.
they're not my favorite, so it is what it is, right? Everybody likes their own stuff.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but like my favorite sandwich that I've ever had was found once on a road trip, and it's kind of like a burger, and it was like the same price as a burger at the time, in a little town in Idaho, and it was called the Moo Cluck Oink, is what they called the sandwich.
Moo cluck oink? Ooh.
And it, it was a burger with a chicken breast and thick cut bacon all together. And so, the entire thing ends up being pretty big. Kind of got to squish it down into your mouth. And for a long time, I kept trying to replicate it other places. I'd go to different restaurants and ask them to put those three things together on a burger for me. And it was never the same, right? And I was hoping I could go back to this place. I went back a couple of years ago, and the restaurant had closed down. A Mexican restaurant was there instead. I went and ate there, but it wasn't as impressive as the Moo Cluck Oink.
Well, yeah, I bet that was disappointing.
But maybe one day we could try to replicate that.
Well, sure, that sounds like
A
fun.
Moo Cluck Oink.
The Moo cluck oink.
Crazy Dad said, hey John, you bring a fifth of liquor and I will come too and party at Tom's, lol.
Yeah, you guys want to come and have a party? That'd be great. I'll throw some meat on the smoker.
And Olivia says, you're such a sensitive man, Tom. Let those tears flow. John says, he will do something better. He will make y'all a meal that you will never forget and that will melt in your mouth.
Absolutely.
Hot wax.
Woo! It's sticking.
It's melting in your mouth.
Eli said a double down is a sandwich with bacon, cheese, and sauce that pieces of fried chicken breast instead of a bun.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Chicken breast instead of a bun. That's a lot of meat.
Yeah, it's a lot of meat, but low carbs, low on carbs. All right, this is looking really good. This chicken is like almost ready. And a few sesame seeds. Woohoo! It's just about my favorite time. That's time to eat. Where did I put those? Right
We'll
there.
see if you can do that, Eli.
What's that?
Do that one that he wants you to do. Double down.
Oh, I don't see why. Good. We'll see what we can do about that. Absolutely. All right.
Eli said that he'll be your sous chef for the party.
Sounds like fun. That sounds like a great time. You got to make it a plan, though.
Yeah. Scott says, have you gone back to Jersey Mike's yet? It's my favorite sandwich shop. You need to try the Big Pimento cheesesteak. It has grilled onions, peppers, mushrooms, jalapenos, and extra American cheese.
Yeah, we saw that one. Mrs. Old Guy was tempted to try it. Our second time there.
Yep.
Yes, the answer is no, not yet. But we have to be going back to Grand Junction in the next few days, so we might stop for another Joyzy Mike's. All right, there's your plate.
Joshua said that when he was working at a Ford dealership in 2011, we had this guy cutting cobwebs with a machete, and it bounced off and hit his tendon on his hand. And you saw the middle finger and ring finger just dangling.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. That's the kind of thing that'll hurt you. Almost every time. All right, Arthur, rice.
Natalie
Rice.
says she'll bring Dr. Pepper and deep dish pizza to the party too.
Good. Help yourself to some asparagus. Oh wait. I'm gonna warm it just a tick.
All right.
Did you
Just
hear
a
that?
tick.
Natalie's coming to the party and bringing Dr. Pepper and deep dish pizza.
Ooh. Great. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna seriously get together and we have to, I would be willing to even travel. We'll see where the majority of people live and pick a halfway point.
There you go.
You know, where, Sioux City, Iowa. Who knows? Just a few seconds to put the heat back on those. There you go.
I mean, we're in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, so if there's people out there on the East Coast or out there on the West Coast, all you should just come here.
Yep.
Well,
We are the
that-
middle point.
Yeah. Except for we want to wait till the summer again or spring. Trying to get over the pass on I-70 can be kind of a problem in the winter at times. All right, get you some asparagus there, buddy.
John
Help yourself.
says that he makes brisket that will melt in your mouth, not in your hand, including homemade potato salad and pinto beans.
I wish I could have a challenge with you. You make your smoked brisket, I'll make mine.
Mm.
And then we need to have like 15 or 20 people over to decide who makes the best brisket. And besides that, if we got 2 briskets, we're going to need that many people.
There you go.
All right.
Scott said he would like to see you make the KFC double down.
Okay. Yep. Well, I did the KFC sandwich, so I don't see why that would be any problem. All right, a little bit of this sauce. Ooh, that got nice and sticky, didn't it?
Yeah, it's looking like honey and molasses.
Janice
Need to thin that just a touch.
Janice asked Eli if he had seen some of the other KFC double downs in other countries.
Oh.
And he said no, but I'm curious. And she said KFC Singapore had a cheesy zinger triple down.
Mm.
Huh.
That sounds interesting.
That's okay. Ooh, had to thin that reduction just a little bit. It was got a little bit too thick. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit on there for this little guy. Okay, I'm gonna show the people, and then there's your fork. There you go, folks. And this was requested by my son Joe. Don't know if he's able to watch or not. I'm sure he can catch it on the rerun if not. There you go, son. Teriyaki chicken with fried rice. And of course a little bit of asparagus in there with that drizzle. Drizzle. Okay. Finally. The favorite part. Right. Get to make my plate.
There you go.
John says, Brother Tom, I would let you win because you have home field advantage, and I do. And I do it. Scott said, make a homemade land, see an air burger, which would be interesting.
Land, sea, and air burger. I don't know about the sea.
Right.
I'm good with land and air. Okay.
That reminds me, I was talking, about fishing with people the other day. You
Uh-huh.
ever been noodling?
Noodling?
You know what noodling is?
I beg your pardon. No. I do not know what noodling is.
Don't know what noodling is. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not a fishing expert, so I mean, this is just what I've heard from people who hunt for catfish.
Okay.
So instead of using your fishing pole to hunt the catfish, you stick your arm in the water and wait for them to wrap their mouth, and you wiggle your arm around.
Oh,
You
yeah,
noodle
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And you wait for them to wrap their mouth
And
around
then you
your
grab
arm,
them out.
and you pull them up out of the water on your arm, wiggling around, throw them off. And I just feel
I've
like that would be
seen
an
that.
interesting feeling to have your arm inside of a fish.
Chomping on your...
Yeah, trying to eat you. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just. I'm not saying anything against it. Maybe it'd be fun to try. It could
I'm
be a
sure
great
it would.
experience.
Yes, Miss Soul Guy. Do you need some soy? Are you good?
I'm good.
All right.
Scott and Jennifer says looks amazing.
Mm.
Looks good, Tom, from Crazy Dad. Eli says teriyaki chicken is one of his weaknesses. He loves it.
The reduction on that asparagus is pretty dang good.
Very good.
Never tried asparagus that way, but that actually worked out pretty well.
That worked out very well.
John says he's
And the soy
drinking
on the rice.
Coors Banquet right now.
I'm sorry, what's that, Deb?
John says he's drinking Coors Banquet right now.
I'm sorry.
So his words may not make sense. Janice said catching catfish by hand.
That would be odd. You're right to feel that.
Yeah, that would be an interesting experience.
Joshua says it looks amazing. Or it looks awesome. And to all of us, you, me, and Art.
Wow. That turned out pretty good.
That was delicious.
Crazy Dad said, just don't get a snapping turtle on your food.
Just don't get a what?
Snapping turtle. on your
A snapping turtle. I had that happen.
Mm.
When I was a kid. My cousin caught a turtle about like that, about that big. And he gave it to me, and I was horsing around with the thing, and it bit me on the webbing
Ooh.
right here.
Fingers.
And the more I tried to get him off, the harder he bit. Finally, my dad said, just put him down on the ground.
Oh no.
So I put the turtle down on the ground, and I didn't touch it, and I didn't move, and about 15 or 20 seconds later, it let go, and went back into his shell. It's like, so I don't remember exactly what I did to get him to bite me, but I never did it again.
Tough little sucker. He's hanging on for dear life.
It hurt.
Yeah.
I think I was maybe 8 or 9 years old.
Eli said that his kind of noodling is kind of Homer Simpson. Throwing a bug zapper in water.
There you go.
Now, there's a thing called noodling. If you play a guitar, or a trumpet, or a cornet, or something like that, noodling is also what you call it when you play just the mouthpiece.
Oh.
You can just noodle. And if you're a pipe smoker, you smoke tobacco, and you empty out your pipe, that little bit of tobacco that sticks to the bottom of the pipe, there's actually a term for that. It's called dauber. And that's why they have the little poker thing you can scrape it out. I know, useless trivia.
you would have to mind your hand, only catch caught fish and not crocodiles.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be catching the wrong thing. Ah, no arm. It's so good.
That was really good.
Coming up here in just a minute, I'll start making these finish making the tacos. This is too good. It's kind of like that veal last week. I don't want to stop.
You're gonna spoil me with 2 courses too.
Joshua says, yummy. Eli says, no crashed apple today.
Actually, Arthur's drinking one. Do you need another?
I'll actually grab some water.
Okay. Yeah. Here.
Joshua says, that's called noodling, right, Arthur?
I have noodle. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Okay. I'm sorry. I missed out.
Joshua said that's called noodling, right, Arthur?
Yeah, really. Where's the water?
Oh, I don't know. Was there any more in that package?
Yeah, it's down on the very bottom on the right-hand side.
Probably missing. Probably behind something. I'm sorry. No, it's all good. There it is. It's always buried behind something else. There. Wasn't very many left in the package. There you go. You're welcome. I think I'll have another too.
Yeah, it's getting warm. Working up a sweat just sitting here.
Cat says everything looks yummy. Scott says you need to get some of the fancy taco holders like Val. Did you use a muffin pan again?
Yeah.
Well,
Really well.
that's. Let me put it to you this way. When I start making taco shells often enough to make it worth going to get them, then it's a good possibility. But for now, it's only once in a while, and just more stuff I'd have to watch after. You know, aluminum foil, I could use it over a few times, and then, I will.
Eli said this meal is chum approved.
Oh yeah. It's definitely me approved. Okay.
Didn't eat too much, did you?
What's that?
You gave me too much.
Just eat what you can up there, Mrs. Old Guy.
That was really good. Not too sweet, which is sweet enough.
Yeah.
Tied together.
Yep. Yep, that last little bit of sugar I put in, it needed that last little bit. Get away. All right. I will take that. You done? You want to finish your
I'm
rice?
gonna
Might finish that
raise a little bit, but I will save room for that peach taco.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
excited about that.
And I have got to get that going because I'm anxious for it. One of my favorite parts of the meal here. And I made myself another horrendous mess, Mrs. Old Guy.
Yep. Not surprised.
No, it's not. Is it? Oh well. C'est la vie, c'est la guerre.
You know, it makes me really wonder about those cooking shows you see on the cable stations, how the kitchens are always spotless while they're cooking everything. You know, are they just pausing the camera every few minutes and someone's coming by and just wiping it up?
No, they're just not clumsy oafs like me. And they got lots of place underneath to hide stuff.
Throw it under there.
And they also don't have to worry about cleaning anything up.
It's true. Just walk up, walk away.
They got the staff there.
That's what we need around here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Get the cleanup crew.
Cleanup crew's right there.
It's right here. Yeah.
One-man show.
I'm a one-man show. I got those video dishes blue. Made some tiramisu about 2 weeks ago, or a week ago. Fresh from scratch. Made my own mascarpone. That was delicious. It really turned out good. I'm going to have to make another one pretty soon.
Ralph's leaving. He's getting really busy again and
I know.
Well, thanks for coming, Ralph. Get some rest. Make yourself well, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Scott says, Joe really wants some. He's hovering like a helicopter.
What's that? Scott said what?
Chum really wants some. He's hovering like a helicopter.
Yeah. Alright. Cup of cream.
Scott says that when he cooks, he tries to clean as he goes so we don't have a ton of dishes, but sometimes there's no help. There's no helping making them those.
Yeah, well, I would do that too, if I was just making this dinner for Mrs. Old Guy and I. But I'm sure you guys don't want to see me washing dishes every 2 minutes. So. Get my little pastry bag ready here. Fancy! Fancy Nancy! Get the cream out of there. Alright. Didn't just get this whipped cream finished off. I like to use powdered sugar. Blends in better, and the cornstarch helps the cream from weeping. So, we don't want the cream to weep. Oh.
Eli said, oh gee, you should make a Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce.
Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce?
Yep.
Oh, I can do that. Why not? If I could make a cheesecake out of thrashed apple Mountain Dew, which I can. I should try it indeed. Okay. Half a cup of sugar. When this is partial, at least halfway, right? I should have had this bowl in the freezer or refrigerator, but it's okay. It'll still work. Just take a little bit longer. My favorite part. I'm so excited. I love this dessert. Come on now. It's whipping. You're gonna whip it good. Okay. That wasn't fun. Let's see here. You
Crazy
part
Dad
here.
said, all right, Tom, great live and cooking tonight, and especially a fun appearance by Arthur. I'm going to get out of here and catch some of the Ohio State game before bed. Take care.
Have a good night.
Have a great night. Thanks for dropping in and visiting. Enjoy the game. Getting close there. Getting close there.
A little close to my plate there. That's
I
what
don't want to
see.
get crazy. It is really easy to whip this to butter. That's definitely what I don't want. A little bit of vanilla.
Molly, get your notes down. You don't get up there.
tacos together. Yes! It's gonna be good. Watch out there, little girl.
Come on, back off.
Yes, yes. Glass. Sorry, out of sight, but having a glass to hold up your bag works really nice. We'll get some of the cream in here. Woo-woo! Good stuff.
Light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy. Like a cloud of fat.
There we go.
Okay. Let's make some tacos. I guess I should. Whoa! Let's step around the dog on the floor. Grab the starring attraction here. You gotta have peaches in the peach taco. Okay. Gonna end up needing a bowl that big anyway to hold these. All right. Stir that up a little bit. And you just kind of load each one with some peaches. Oh, this is going to be so good. I'm looking forward to this.
Eli says that he has a lot of prep to do tomorrow. As always, I'm the cook at our get-together.
Well, what are you cooking tomorrow? That is a question that I have. How relevant it is. Now, I'm not going to put a ton in, but there's going to be a line of jalapeno that goes across each one. Just like so.
Scott said that he just got a bunch of fresh peaches and he's going to make peach pie later. He loves it when they're in season.
Oh yeah, us too. And last but not least, some bacon. Like I said, I like to use half a piece per taco. I just kind of crumble it in. If you want, you can leave a little bit of the bacon for a garnish, like on top of the whipped cream. I'm not going to do that this time, but I'm just going to shove this in there. All right. Get a couple more going here. This is so good. Yes. Tacos. Fruit taco. How about that?
Taco. New concept.
Who would have thunk it?
Scott wants to know, are those the same type of tacos that you made with Val?
Pretty close. The difference is the ones that I did with Val, I candied the jalapenos first. These are just kind of sauteed and softened up a little bit. So it brings a little more heat. Okay. Other than that, they're essentially the same.
Eli said he's making Nashville's hot chicken sandwiches, coleslaw, mac and cheese, and infused lemonade. Wink, wink.
Ah. Well, enjoy your infused lemonade. Wink, wink, wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. Okay. Last two. I estimate about a peach a person, more or less. So, hey, if you got a little extra peach left over, Nothing wrong with that.
Is it good?
Thank you, Arthur. They're going to taste good. Okay. Here we go. Jalapeno. Again. Piece. Get on there, Peach. Okay, last couple pieces of bacon. Come on. One more piece of bacon. All right. The mess I've made. Ah, the heck with it. I'll clean it tomorrow. I don't care if all the food stays out and dries. Okay, Arthur, you say win. I know that you're not a huge whipped cream guy. Is that right?
Good.
Both? Yep. You good with that?
That's good.
Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a look real quick without the whipped cream. Can you see that, Mrs. Old Guy?
Pretty well.
Once I put the whipped cream on it, that's going to disappear. Mrs. Old Guy? You bet. It's about off to dinner. Tacos for two. Okay. Mine here. All right.
Alright. That's good.
Here you go,
Cheers.
folks. Cheers, Arthur. Cheers, Mrs. Old Guy.
Thank you. Scott says time change and the 2-hour streams have been working out really well, he thinks.
Well, thank you, man.
Eli agrees. Yes, 2-hour streams are great.
Mm.
Wow.
That is so good.
Ooh, that was a spicy jalapeno.
Mm. First thing you get is the peach. And then as you're chewing it up, you hit that little piece of bacon. And you get that salty, yummy bacon flavor. And then snap-o, you're getting that heat from the jalapeno. And then the cream kind of brings it on home.
Can I get a big towel?
Oh. Paper towel. I can do paper towel.
Thank you.
You bet. If you need one there, Arthur, help yourself.
Yeah, it's quite the concoction of flavor. Just hits you.
It is really good.
Whoa.
Eli says he wonders if it's possible to make a taco shell out of cheese.
Absolutely.
Hardened cheese.
It totally is. You could make a cheddar cheese taco shell without much of a problem at all. All you need to do is get yourself a nice grated pile of cheddar. Make sure you got an oiled sheet pan or one of those new rubber ones. And put it in there. Get it to where it's melting and bubbly. Pull it out and lay it over your form. Let it cool. Cheese taco shell. Not a problem. Oh, dessert is really good.
Ooh. Gotta get a little extra peach in there to cool down the jalapeno.
It is hot.
It is hot. Mm. That bacon and I don't know, it just absolutely
Yeah,
works.
it works well.
Got an extra big piece of bacon there. That was good. Yep.
Eli says that he can't wait for you to monetize your channel. You deserve it.
I got to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Scott says, is this the first time Arthur had a dessert like this?
This is, I would say, yeah. This is pretty unique. I guess the closest thing you get at like a regular restaurant would be like a sopapilla because they've got like the tortilla and the whipped cream or whatever. Yeah, the bacon with the jalapenos and the peaches, that just blends really well together. And yeah, it's a good little snack. I feel like if there were like a cart selling these going into a movie theater or something, some sort of nice,
Or even
little
just on
snack.
a street corner.
Yeah, just on a street corner. It'd be great. Coming out of the bar late at night.
Late at night.
Yeah, there you go.
Late night
Beach taco
tacos.
time.
I don't know how many times I left the bar at the closing time and walked around the corner to where there was a Daylight Donuts, and about 2 in the morning is when they're bringing all the fresh stuff out. Go in there and order up fried chicken. That's what we were calling bear claws.
Oh, okay.
We were too drunk and we were calling it fried chicken.
Well, I am stuffed. My eyes were bigger than my stomach.
That's okay. I guess I should probably bring this stream to an end. Thank you, son, for the great idea of chicken teriyaki.
It's delicious.
Next week, miso chicken, as requested by Brandy. And then the following week, we have got pork chops, as requested or suggested by Natalie. So, a couple of fun ones coming up. I appreciate everybody watching. And as always, if you got a last comment or another suggestion, now's the time.
All right, and that was the time.
That's right. Now's the time. Right now.
Right
now. If you got something to say, you best spill your guts, boy. Well,
That was a lovely meal. Thank you so much for having me.
well, thank you, Arthur. I'm glad you were able to come. Are you good,
Eli.
Mrs. Logan?
Eli says that he'll be waiting for the next OGIC 3 wing eating contest.
Cool.
Ooh.
Well, maybe we'll do that when she plans to come back, and I'll make that a special Saturday.
We could, yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody coming. Like I said, this is the highlight of Mrs. Old Guy and I's week. We look forward to this, and we plan for it. It's a really fun thing that we love to do. Go out and give back a little bit in your community, okay? Help, volunteer someplace, help out a neighbor. Leaves falling off the trees, rake somebody's yard for them, okay? Just give back. Y'all take care. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Right there at the end, Natalie says, how's Cousin Clea's